Today's recipe is one of my favorites. It's coffee cake, and this is actually a family recipe I grew up eating as a kid. And it's really tasty, and I hope you guys love it as much as I do. It's super easy to make and really delicious. I love to eat it for breakfast. I love to eat it for dessert. Has a little treat and snack in between midday. Let's start with 3 cups of all-purpose flour. Then we are going to take 2 cups of sugar, 1 cup of just regular granulated sugar and 1 cup of brown sugar. I have coconut sugar here, so I kind of get the best of both worlds with 2 cups of sugar there. Then we are going to take about 1 teaspoon of nutmeg to a 1/2 teaspoon and a 1/4 teaspoon to a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. We're going to stick that in there as well. I like to mix it up personally before I add my oil. So just kind of stir it. It doesn't have to be really mixed together. Just kind of get the general flow of it. Make sure you've got all those brown sugar lumps all broken up. Now we are going to add a cup of either olive oil, vegetable oil. I have coconut oil here. Choose whichever you prefer, it all works. And mix it all together. This is going to be your base for your topping as well. So you can mix it until all the dry ingredients are wet. Doesn't that look scrumptious? Ooh, you're going to love this coffee cake because it is delightful and it reheats super well. So we're going to take a cup of the mixture and put it to the side. Just stick it in a bowl there. And we are going to add 1 teaspoon of cinnamon to that 1 cup there. And about a 1/2 cup of your choice of nuts. I love pecans, so I've got about a 1/2 cup of pecans. You can put up to a cup, kind of depends on what you like. Now we're just gonna mix up that mixture that we have, that 1 cup. This is gonna be your topping that's gonna go right on top of your batter of the coffee cake before we put it in the oven. So just mix it up well, and then we're gonna set it aside. Now we're gonna take 2 eggs and we're gonna beat them. And then we're gonna add a couple of more ingredients. Then we'll mix it with that dry ingredients too. And I love this recipe because it's so versatile. It's not super sweet either. Instead of the nutmeg, you can use cardamom. I've used walnuts instead of pecans. You can tailor it to whatever your tastes are. And I have to say, it is pretty crave worthy too. You're gonna love it. Now we're gonna take 1 teaspoon of baking powder and baking soda, throw that in with the eggs, and 1.5 cups of milk. You can use regular milk, non-dairy milk. I have almond milk right here, but I have even used 1/2 and 1/2 or coconut milk to make it extra rich and creamy. Which of course, you know, I love creamy. So we're gonna beat that all together and get it really good and mixed up. Now take your dry ingredients. We're gonna add those wet ingredients to it. Just pour it in. Oh, that looks so scrumptious. Kind of reminds me of some form of eggnog type mixture. Gonna mix it all together and it's gonna form a batter that we're gonna put into a greased 9 by 13 inch pan. Now you're gonna pour your batter into your greased 9 by 13 inch pan and spread it out to make sure that it's even so that it bakes nice and golden even. Now that we have it spread out on our pan, we're gonna take that topping that we set aside and we are going to just sprinkle it on top. I love this recipe also because it's super easy to just make into muffins. So you've got a quick, ready breakfast to go when you're, I don't know, go hiking, on your way to work. Just need that extra little bite. It's so good this way too. So you can make it into a cake pan or make it into muffins. So now that we've got it all ready, we're gonna stick it into a 325-degree oven for about 45 to 50 minutes. So let's stick it in. piping hot out of the oven. And I have to tell you, the smell is amazing. My mouth is just watering. So I'm gonna cut it because we need to taste a little sample of this baby. All right, this is going to be perfect to serve with tea or coffee. And it is super moist and dense at the same time, but gives you this nice airy flakiness too. Just beautiful. The cinnamon is so warm and robust. This beautiful cake with all these spices in it, super moist. This coffee cake freezes exceptionally well, and you can just reheat it. It's perfect to toast in the morning for that nice little breakfast treat. You are gonna love this. It's gonna become a new sweet treat favorite. I hope you enjoyed this coffee cake recipe as much as I love sharing it with you. I love you.